People are waiting.
Bring Cola up.
They're probably sitting out there. Cola's probably out there. She's out there.
Yeah, she's in chat. Bring her up.
Is she really there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why would she watch this?
Why I need some weed? Flip the script. That dog 25, I definitely get me a coke.
Damn, I need some weed.
देखो झूमता गगन है छाया आसमान देखो झूमता गगन ज़मीन आसमान झुक गया झूमता गगन मेरी झूम ली जहां ये कैसा नशा प्यार का समान रंगी समा झूमे मेरे झूम जा कैसा नशा होश है कहाँ होश तो खोले बात ले ले संग मेरे झूम जा
And welcome back to a pop-up Tin TV at Tin TV.
Yeah.
God, that makes me want to dance. Like put on a sheet and just run around the house naked.
You can.
I like that little jewel thing you put on my head because I would never wear anything like that, but it does look kind of.
I didn't do that. AI did that. Should I do the regular intro? Because we are on Tin TV. Why not?
Hey everybody, welcome back to TV. It's our pop-up.
I feel professional whenever I hear this intro. And welcome back to Tin TV. I'm your host, Maury Amsterdam.
Oh, right. My favorite.
Who the hell is Maury Amsterdam?
I don't know, but Yorga always mentions who is he?
He was on the Dick Van Dyke show. Maury Amsterdam.
Maury Amsterdam. I don't even remember him from Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah, it was him and that ugly woman, Ruth or something her name was. They wrote jokes for the show. There's Marla B, baby.
I do remember the little guy. Yeah.
Always cracking jokes. Yeah.
Well, he was a writer, probably.
Yeah. Because they were doing a comedy show and they were writing the comedy show. Yeah.
Yep.
And they're going to
first,
get written out of history, too, just like everybody else.
Hey, can one of y'all send Cola the link? I can't do it because I'm on my phone. Oh, you did?
Damn
all right,
it. I can't do any better, Yorga.
You're doing great. All right, Cola, come on up. Ricola.
First, for your real and good news. Behold, I stand at the door and I knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come in to him and dine with him, and he with me. And that's Revelations 3:20.
Amen.
Amen. Everybody thinks Revelation's real, they're beautiful. That's our Lord and Savior. He's going to be there for us. So, And welcome back to the show, everybody. Sorry I had a few beers after work, but it's quite all right. I'm very professional.
Is tonight a Friday for you?
No, it's a Thursday. No, a Tuesday. It's a Tuesday.
Because you got to work through the weekend.
Yeah, but I'm so stressed at work. When I come home, I like a little IPA action.
Right.
Just take the edge off. Just
I like a little double shot Thursday.
Just a little bit.
Double shot Thursday.
Never did before, but when Yorga stopped drinking, I took over for him. Thanks, Count. Appreciate you.
All right, Cheryl Rich is asking who's in my picture. Her name is Maria. Really, really, really good people. Good friend of mine. What else can I say about her? She's awesome.
Can I take this second to introduce somebody? And now, welcoming to the stage at 10 TV, the host of Cola. It's Cola.
What's up, y'all?
Oh, right.
You should keep your picture up, Cola. You look beautiful.
Oh,
She should come on cam is what she should do.
Yeah.
I did for a split second, so you knew I wasn't an NPC.
I knew it was an NPC. But I'm looking out for those pecker guys coming off the street. You know, they like to come in. Camo Carl gets them a lot, but, you know.
And it was so funny when that happens. He starts describing it and making them feel stupid. I don't know why they come back. I mean, you think it would be, they must love it. Instead of humiliating them, they're like, oh, he's talking about me.
By the way, good to see Jeff B. And Jeff, we don't have a song for you tonight. You know, that's usually just reserved for Sundays and Tuesdays.
Hey, I wrote one and sent it to you in your email just a little while ago.
Oh, no, really?
Yeah, dude.
I'm going to have to take a look at that. We might
you're going to have to study it a little bit. You know
what we could do during the show if we run out of stuff? We can compose a song. We can use the chat.
Can make one up.
We can get the chat to get involved and help us schmeckle Jeff B.
Right.
By the way, if you don't know who Jeff B is, he is the man in the chat who is an intel agent, highly secretive, was working for the good guys, then went to the bad guys. And now I think he really does work for the good guys, but he won't tell you that. But he's full of nonsense, and we love him, and that's Jeff B., but he's also my stalker.
And every now and then he'll have a little snippet of like something actually true.
Real good stuff. Yeah. But he only gives you a little hint of that, and then the rest is baloney.
Hey, Red Pill.
420 Wild Dragon, good to see you. Bong on, sir. Edwin C., great to see you, Edwin. We've got a random stream. That's right. Angel Rose, great to see you. Mary Freeland. Cola, of course, is here. Good to see you, Cola.
Yeah, we're going rogue.
Stingray's here, by the way, also.
Cola, Larry Schulte says, Cola is pretty. She is very pretty.
Very good, very good looking, but boys, stay away because that's, you know, she has.
He's spoken for.
She's spoken for, and he's a buddy of mine.
And she's a grandma too, so yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to get involved with them grandmas.
Nah.
Sorry, Cole.
Sorry, Cole.
Sorry.
Scared I'm gonna throw a hip out or something.
No, I'm just sure there's cobwebs involved.
Right.
I wonder
if she has mothballs in her house. All grandmas have mothballs.
We're going to have to ask Best Life if he smells mothballs.
Hey, Craig, have you ever smelt mothballs?
Dude, all the time. My grandfather and grandmother
How'd you get their little legs apart?
Oh, I didn't even think about that. No.
I heard that in the second grade, man.
That was good.
The cobwebs reminds me of Drop Dead Fred. Remember, he goes under somebody's dress and he goes, ooh, cobwebs. And that was a kid's movie. Y'all didn't see that, Drop Dead Fred?
I did. I know Drop Dead Fred. It was pretty good. Willard Hall's here. What a nerd. No, I'm just kidding, Willard. We love you. Susie Bedhead's here. Good to see you, Susie. Vicky Brunel, Cheryl Rich. Let's see who all. Sister Golden Hair. Good to see you, girl.
Sister Golden Hair out there.
We love you, Sister G. Sandy, good to see you. Sandy's been around forever. All good patriots. Buckeye Bob's here. Good to see you, Buckeye. Pappy Two Bears. Good to see you. Teresa D. Mouth. Wonderful to see you. And there's Jeff B. again.
Teresa's been with us for a long time, too.
A long time. Marla B., good to see you. So many of y'all have been here forever.
Oh, and Marla follows us on X, and thank you for everyone what's watching on X.
You know what? There's probably like 6 people watching on X right now. I bet you Gilt's out there. Good to see you, Gilt. Rubbernecker. Lisa Starry, good to see you. Mary Freeland. Sharon Mercier. I want a tea. I want a tea's in the chat. Good to see you.
Oh, well, I call them I wanna.
Well, I call them I wanna, and I
Tea.
add the T because there's an obvious T at the end.
Does that mean like I want a Coke or something? Or?
I used to know a girl named Donna. Do you wanna?
Was that really her last name?
No, I just made it.
Oh, but I knew a kid named Rusty Pipes, and his dad was a plumber, by the way.
His name was Rusty Pipes.
Yeah. Larry Schulte.
I know a girl. I'm friends with her on Facebook. Her name is Holly Noel. No kidding, like Crystal.
I did know a beautiful girl back when I went to community college. Her name was Misty Fogg.
Misty Fox.
And her brother's name was Chad. He didn't get an original name. He got a shitty name, but she got a beautiful name.
Well,
I knew a little girl named Southern Comfort, and she said if she was a boy, they were going to name her Jack Daniels.
Wow.
That's a great name.
I knew two guys, their last names, this is true. One was Gassy, one was Smelly, and they were best friends. No kidding, man. Gassy and Smelly.
I swear, our generation, or somewhere along the lines, things changed, and we all started naming our kids weird shit. And I think it had something to do with Frank Zappa. Because remember,
Yeah.
Moon Unit Zappa.
yes, like I remember that, and I'm like, oh, I don't think I'd name my kid that,
By the way,
but
Jack Black, who sold his soul to the devil for sure.
Oh, yeah.
However,
I can't stand him, man. He's never been funny.
Popular. However, would that shit have become popular? But anyway, he did a music song with DeWeasel Zappa.
Right. DeWeasel's badass. He's a great guitar
DeWeasel
player.
is a great guitarist, but I think he's playing around with that Jack Black. I don't like it. Annalisa, good to see you. Red Pill, always a pleasure. Speaking of weird names, Tracy Smith. Not Tracy, you're normal. That's just really the most normal name.
oh, wait a minute. Tracy says she's in Western Washington. Tracy, did I
She's
go to
near
school?
you.
Wait a minute. I went to school with the Tracy Smith.
Oh, shit. Are we making a connection right now?
Shit, are you Tracy Smith from class of 84? Yeah.
Oh, Tin, this is your life. Tin
That would be
We've brought back Tracy Smith, your grammar school friend.
Right.
She used to pull your hair and tell you were ugly.
no,
Here's your third grade teacher, Mrs. Mary Lou Moneymaker.
we got along when we were we lived like a couple blocks from each other. We got along until we hit high school, and things always change in high school.
Always change. But dude, you had some weird friends. You remember you were friends with a serial killer.
Well, no, my neighbor was. Yeah.
You too smoked a doobie with
smoked
the
a
serial killer.
Yes, I did. Oh, she was 77 Clackamas. Oh, okay, gotcha. I know where Clackamas is.
Alabama
But, yeah.
Cherokee chick, good to see you. Did you go to school with her, Tin?
No, but it was weird because Tracy Smith. I remember Tracy Smith.
Man, Jeff B is ragging on AB right now. Where are you, AB?
Oh, AB, where are you? You're right, but he has every right to. AB is just a dirty, rotten trucker. And Jeff, I appreciate that. I love you. Keep it up. Awaken Trillium, good to see you. Pooty Poot is in the house. Why is he not up here? He has a link. Pooty Poot.
And Sister G's nickname in her 20s was Whitey.
Really?
Maybe
Like
she had white
Bulger?
hair.
Like Bulger?
We had a guy in school that had pure white hair from elementary school all the way up, and of course his name was Whitey.
An albino, of course.
No, he wasn't albino.
Yeah,
He
whatever.
had white hair. Actually,
Dog
look cool.
Mom. I love Dog Mom. Good to see you, Dog Mom. I always see her on Hawks. GG Unhinged. Good to see you, Gigi. Sorry. Did that come
Man,
out through list?
Jeff B is fired up tonight.
Is
I'm
he
sorry,
really?
Craig.
I
Yeah.
know.
Drinking
Look
too
what
much,
he
Jeff.
just wrote. It's like, oh my.
As long as is he picking on me?
No, not at all.
Thank
He's leaving
goodness.
you
Man,
alone.
thank goodness, Jeff. I love you. Gosh.
Alabama.
I couldn't handle you tonight.
Cherokee said there was a teacher at their daughter's school named Anita. Last name. Oh my God,
My wife's name is Anita. Farting House is the last name. It's really her name, Cold. Stop laughing.
Oh, wow.
Interesting tip. Her dad was a farting house, and her grandfather was a farting house, and her great-great-grandfather
Is that
was
a real
farting.
last name? Is that a real last name?
No.
And her great-great-great-great-great-grandfather was a farting house.
Right. It all goes back to Europe with Baron von Farting.
It goes all the way back to Transylvania, where there was the Count Farting House. Sorry.
Speaking of farting, I got a quick story. I remember this one. I worked with a guy. This is real quick. I worked with a guy, and we all had kids at the time. And his kid went to school with my kid. He said, "Yeah, you're never going to believe the note I got home from school." I said, "What?" It said, "Dear Mr. and his name, please inform your daughter that after passing gas, it's not appropriate to say nice one."
Oh,
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I know. It's true.
You know,
I said, that's freaking hilarious, man.
You know what I
She learned
remember
it from him, Nice one.
nice one. But you know what I remember about the old wooden desks? They would amplify.
Oh, because they had that box in the bottom.
Yeah, they had that it would amplify the fart.
Oh, they were like made by Sherwin Vega or something, man. Yeah.
Dennis Gurjur, which is Onami. Good to see you. Good to see you, Onami. We love you. Chessboards out there. Good to see you, sir. Poor old guy.
Yeah, my old wooden desk. I wish I had one, man. Yeah, you can rip one on that.
Oh, Tin, Wild Edibles is here. Also, Wild Creations. Or
I love
Wildest
Wild
Creations.
I always share her stuff.
Hey, Craig, back when I was married, me and my wife went to a Mexican place. And they had great food, but it wasn't real fancy or anything. And the booths we were sitting in were just kind of made out of plywood. You know what I mean? If they had that resonance to them. And we're talking and music's going and people are talking and everything. She was sitting across from me. All of a sudden, everything went dead quiet for like just a second. Nobody was talking. Music went off and she ripped one. She was trying to sneak one out, right?
Damn it.
She ripped one and it made that whole booth, and everybody looked and everything.
Dude.
I was going, it's her, it won't me.
That's why I love those. Have you ever seen the videos where people go, and then they fart? Like they do like an intentional cough to cover the fart, and then just, it's the best. That's a route I'm going to go in the future. You know,
hey,
flatulence
fun,
is normal. Everybody has it. Let's celebrate it.
Yeah, farts are fun. They're shit without the mess.
B calves, good to see you. Shit without the mess. I love that. It's all the smell, but none of the thrill. Mike B is out there cooking with Mike B.
You get the aroma, but not the body.
It's so true.
Oh my God,
I wonder what Mike is cooking right now.
I don't know. He's probably having a hot Pepsi and a Hershey bar.
But he's fasting all the time. He's always fasting.
But fasting's good for you, I guess.
It is, and fasting and prayer is the most effective way. That really is. So, Terry King, good to see you. Everybody's showing up tonight, and we're celebrating all of y'all in chat. We love y'all. So we did.
And we got 140 people watching on a pop-up.
On a pop-up. Be charming. Good to see you. Go ahead, Tin.
It's Thursday night, ladies' night, double shot Thursdays. Yeah.
Double shot. Tin, do you have stories? Did you acquire any stories?
Yeah, I have a couple because
if I'm boring you, go ahead and Zed's here. Good to see you, Zed. Oh, everybody, please keep up the prayers for our shift kicker.
Yep.
Continued prayers, more for shift kicker and all of her family. And we thank y'all so much, and we love you for that, for sure. And who else is here?
How's your doggy, Ken? Did she get her cast off?
No, well, they x-rayed it, and they didn't show me the x-ray, which I'm kind of pissed, so I'm going to go back up and see it. And he said it's not healing that well. They put her in a purple cast now, and we go back in 2 weeks. I'll be putting out a little video of her Easter cast with her little purple bow under her.
You're gonna get shit for that because purple is the royalty color. Right. When people see purple, they're gonna think she's part of the Illuminati.
But the thing is, it's light purple with polka dots. So that's
good. Okay.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. So she's not gonna look all
Pooty poo.
What's up? What are y'all doing? Y'all know what y'all doing, do you?
No, Pooty. This is called a pop-up. And we're glad you came. Did you bring any of that great Pootie? You're always posting all the stuff on Tinfoil TV, on Telegram, all the good intel. Why don't you give us some intel, Pootie?
I don't know. I can't keep up with all of it.
Thanks.
Have y'all heard about the South African team of researchers in Antarctica? What's going on with them?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 9 or 10 of them. I think it's 3 women and 6 men. So, I mean, that would make 9. But they're stuck there for 10 months, and one of them has gone rogue and is starting to sexually assault, I suppose, the women and assaulting other people, and they're stuck. They don't know what they're going to do. They got one psycho.
Are you sexist? How you know it ain't a woman that's assaulting men?
No, I don't. They just showed the people, and I'm assuming it.
There is someone sexual. Wow, in Antarctica. Wow.
Antarctica.
I would say possessed by a demon for sure.
Well, I actually have a couple pictures. Yeah, it's on X. Kind of weird, you guys. So a South African member of a scientific mission physically and sexually attacked female members of the team and will be trapped with the madman for the next 10 months.
You know what? I think he's demon possessed, for one, because they're messing with shit they don't know about.
This is the group right here. And yeah, they're pleading for help to get out of there. That's kind of weird, you know.
It is weird.
It sounds like a movie. It doesn't sound real.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure a book will be coming out of it. But the thing is, you know, all those people have to be vetted. They have to be, you know, highly intelligent researchers just to get the gig. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for somebody that's highly intelligent and educated and all that kind of stuff, it's kind of, I mean, it's like people they send into space. You better know that they're not going to wig out. You know, those 2 people have been up there for almost a year, man. I'd be going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs trying to get out of that damn thing.
Show me the pictures again, Tin. I want to guess who's the one doing
guess
assault.
who's the one. I got my idea.
I got my eye on one particular one. He might be at the top.
No, he's a team leader. He's a team leader.
That don't mean nothing.
That means he's leading the sexual assaults.
I'm looking at that one right
I'm
there.
looking at the bottom left one. He looks kind of.
Oh, yeah. Look at that shit-eating grin. You're right. He does.
Right.
Let's see what yeah, that's
Pootie, one of those is running at you with a banana. What do you do?
What do you do? Frozen banana.
You tell me all them people can't control one guy?
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, they need to bum rush that bastard.
You're right.
Yeah.
But he might be devil possessed, and then he has rare powers.
If they can get him out in the cold and lock him out, he'll freeze out there like a popsicle.
This reminds me of The Thing. You remember The Thing?
Yeah.
They were in a cold environment. And
they were in Antarctica.
Well, what if one of those things got over the wall and got in them? Yeah.
Maybe so.
Dude, by the way, Tin,
like
people
alien.
from on the other side of the ice wall seem to have very blue eyes. I don't know if you've seen videos of people.
Very pale skinned.
Yes.
And some of these weird stories that these youngins are coming out on TikTok, I'm beginning to wonder. But, you know, one of the things I am wondering about is this, you guys. This doesn't make any sense, okay? So we brought these guys back, right?
Our next member here, that is none other than Sunny Williams.
And her hair amazingly isn't gray on the ends anymore.
Like her other crew members now.
Wait. But a judge ordered them to be sent back.
Well, and then here's the landing coming in, right?
Gently coasting to a splashdown.
I don't know. Well, let me show you this. This
looks like Hollywood, Tin.
This is what bothers me is that why is it that hang on here. Why is it that 14, 15 years ago we used to bring
down and into place at 300 feet
Bring
in
them back
altitude.
like this, you guys. Since when do we drop them in capsules like 1970?
Correct. We've been really fambloozled. We've been deceived.
Traveling at a rate of 370 miles per hour.
And look, there's even going to be landing here.
That's just a high altitude aircraft.
They didn't go up on the shuttle. How am I going to come back on one?
Well, that's old footage,
Bring
Pooty.
them back.
How the hell they gonna come back on one, Pooty?
Yeah, that's what I say.
Don't show Pooty the video of that thing exploding. He's gonna cry.
I seen that. I just so happened I got up early that day and watched that.
Pooty, I remember the first shuttle that blew up. I was in, what was I in? 6th grade, maybe 6th grade. We watched it on television in class. Yeah. It was horrifying, Pooty.
I was at work and they, excuse me, they had TV sets all over the place. And they played it.
York, I thought about you, but I was in 6th grade when I was thinking about you.
Yeah, I was working. I remember it was January of '86, so I would have been 26. And I went to eat lunch, and the lady I was paying for my lunch, she said, "Did you hear what happened?" I said, "No." She said, "The space shuttle blew up."
The space shuttle blew up. That's what my mom told me. Did you know the space shuttle blew up? I was like, we watched it live, Mom.
Yeah.
By the way,
and
Pamela Barone. Pamela Barone, good to see you. And tell Carl we said hi. And if you get sick of them, just run.
It just doesn't make any sense that we're bringing them back in capsules again like the 70s.
It might be more efficient, though, Ken. You know, they know more than we do.
Elon knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
Now, what if they're trying to scrub this information from the next generation? They don't want them to remember that shit.
Tan, rockets are hard.
That's why they want to get rid of us.
Rockets are hard.
Yeah, but a lot of things on the shuttle itself have become obsolete over the years as technology has progressed.
Yeah, but coming in and splashing into the ocean is any better? No, that to me never made any effing sense. What are you trying to hide? You know,
I don't know. It seems more legit than the shuttle. It really does.
I bet it's a lot cheaper. I bet it's an ass load cheaper.
And let's face it, we're not going outer space. We're in our own
outer space.
We're in our something. We are in our something.
We ain't
the
getting
more I look at it, you know.
I mean, we ain't getting out of it. Every rocket that goes up, it goes up and up and up and up, and then it starts to curve. And then where does it go? Oh, are you landing them on the other side of the?
No, it goes into orbit. It goes into orbit. They do this thing called the roll and pitch, where they actually, like the shuttle, when it was in our orbit, it was upside down. It was those big doors were facing the Earth. It's called the roll and pitch. They go into that, and you catch the actual orbit of the Earth, and that all goes back to what's it called? Isaac Newton came up with it. Escape velocity. Yeah.
No, he might be right on that.
No, I know I'm right on that.
All rockets end up in the Indian Ocean. If you go to the Indian Ocean and you go fishing, your line is going to get caught on an old effing rocket because that's where all they go. That's where they go. We've been bullshitted.
I think they're putting them in the Bermuda Triangle area where they won't let us go, or they're just flying them over the ice wall. That's
in Bermuda.
Well, this one landed in the Gulf of America.
Oh yeah, Gulf of America.
In the Gulf of America. Richard Ness, Dick Ness. Always love seeing him.
Well, speaking of the Gulf of America, off the coast of Florida, there's something's going on, and I guess this is going to most likely be going viral in the next couple of days. You're going to hear about it. But didn't they say they found something over by Greenland too? So I'll play it. Yeah, there's supposed to be something under the water by Greenland.
What?
And there might be something under the water. I don't know. I'm just.
This makes sense. Why would we want Greenland? There's no reason other than something.
So here's what's supposedly going. Well,
I like this guy.
Yeah.
You're probably going to see a lot of videos over the next couple of days about what's happening. There's a group of whistleblowers, some claiming to be military personnel and sailors, going all around on X, Telegram, and even Reddit right now, talking about how the U.S. Navy, and this is according to them, apparently discovered a huge ship that's underwater off the coast of Florida, somewhere near Daytona Beach. Apparently, whatever this thing is, has sent numerous pulses of energy out and apparently knocked out power to a couple of the ships. This is all being reported by them, by the way. And apparently this thing is appearing on radar and then disappearing off of radar. I mean, there's some crazy shit going down. And now there's objects being seen off the coast of Daytona Beach. Numerous objects, might I mention, that seem as if they're coming out of the water and then flaring out into the sky that look literally as bright as the sun. I've seen these same exact objects appear in the sky over the Gulf of Mexico throughout the last couple of months now. I have no idea what they are, sometimes being chased by what looks to be military helicopters and what looks to be even fighter jets. And that just adds to all the rumors that have been coming out about some mothership appearing out there as well. Now, apparently this has been occurring over the course of the last couple of days now. So I went to TikTok and I looked it up, and lo and behold, what do you know? There's actual videos of them appearing over the water, some literally flaring as bright as the sun. I have no idea what these objects could be, but I've seen literally about 200 of them since January. Every single time I try to post a video of them, my videos are always suppressed. So if you live in or anywhere around Daytona Beach, I need you to go outside. I need you to look in the sky and see if you see any of these objects, because I need an explanation real quick.
All right, 10, I'm going to get in trouble for this. We're not a bully show. I never noticed. Is that guy Klingon? Did you notice the rolls in his head?
You know,
I know we're not supposed to. I'm not dogging him. Everybody's weird. I'm one of the weirdest persons out there.
You know who
Tim.
that is? That is the grandson of
yes.
Larry Fink, and he hates his fucking grandfather.
And he hates his guts. That's Larry Fink's, but I've never noticed all the rolls in his head.
Well,
who's his grandpa?
Larry Fink.
I don't know who that is.
He's the guy that runs BlackRock.
BlackRock.
Oh, well then.
If anybody wants to know who's been behind all the bullshit, BlackRock.
And he knows that a lot of shit's up and he doesn't. And so he comes out with some stuff that, you know, I've been following him, you guys, and then other people follow up with it. And I don't know. So if you're in Florida, I'm even asking my daughter, you know, if you're going outside with the dog to walk the dog, just look up. Everybody's so busy in their fucking phones. Look up.
You're right. By the way, Mike B, Cooking with Mike B's, I asked him for the link again. I just wanted to let you I just saw it. I said, fuck. I'm just kidding, Mike. I love you.
So anyhow, this whole thing with between the space shuttle, I don't know. I still don't. It doesn't make any sense. I feel like they're trying to wipe out the history between the 80s and the 90s. They don't want the next generations to know about how we lived, because we had one foot in the old generation and one foot in the new. Because we really do. We grew up with a lot of the old ways, and now they're flipping the effing switch, you know?
Y'all don't know how to work without power.
We all had to learn to adapt over the last
Why not? I'm making butter right now.
Dude,
with my
think
cow.
about, you know what? What if all of our old skills become very popular again because of nostalgia? You know, all this internet bullshit's great and all, but what about old school shit? And we know all about old school shit because we grew up.
Check this out. There's a mechanic that I watch, a car mechanic that I watch. He's really good. It's called Uncle Tony's Garage. And this guy, he's old school Mopar stuff. But anyway, he's really good. He's got ADHD or something. But what he's saying is these old time mechanics are going to come back because they're going to take these newer cars that ain't worth a shit with all the computers and stuff. And you could actually take one of those cars and pull all that computer shit out, go back old school, and he thinks there's going to be a wave of that kind of shit going on.
Dude, yes, Yorga, who needs an effing computer? You're right. We never did before. Why do we need it now?
He was talking about, there was somebody had a F-150, one of them big Fords, it's bigger than an F-150, brand new. I mean, it had like 2,600 miles on it or something. And it went dead, and they couldn't figure out what it was. You know what it was? It was water got in the taillight, and that taillight shorted, and it went straight to the main computer and shorted everything out. From my taillight.
I just posted a thing about that. The Trump's getting rid of all the emission controls and everything. It said the DEF, if you have to put in diesel, that you're getting rid of all that crap. So we may be going back.
We might be going back.
Yeah, you could retrofit, a newer vehicle. It ain't gonna be easy, but you could do it, man. Put a carburetor up on there and freaking get rid of all that computer shit.
But if we go back in the new generation, they're gonna get confused, and a whole bunch of history is gonna get erased. I have a feeling.
Yeah, but you can't erase the space shuttle. I mean, that's going to be kind of tough,
All right, I really don't have much, but let's just see what happens.
Hey, all you cool cats, it's time for Craig the Hunter's news segment.
And I just wanted to get rid of all those other guys. I like being full screen. And now for your Tin TV Mostly True News Report. I am still Morty Amsterdam from earlier in the show. In case you weren't paying attention. First in your news. As I remind you, tonight we do not have any Breaking Jeff B's. He is only reserved for Sundays and Tuesday nights, maybe a Friday night. But definitely not tonight. If you want to know who Jeff B is, he is that aggravating mother effer in the chat right now. Quirkily live stream that lets viewers help fish is a hit with millions. I don't know why that doesn't make any sense. The central Dutch city of Utrecht has installed a fish doorbell on a river lock that lets viewers on an online live stream alert authorities to fish being held up as they make their way to springtime migration to shallow spawning grounds, which is kind of that's pretty funny. Like, hey, there's a fish at the door. Okay. We'll let him through. The idea is simple. An underwater camera at the Ulrich Werdersluis locks sends live footage to a website where somebody watching on the site sees a fish. They can click a button and send a screenshot to organizers. When they see enough fish, they alert the water worker who opens the lock and lets the fish swim through. Now, that's pretty cool, you know? Little doorbell, Yorga, for the fish. Now, in its 5th year, the site has attracted millions of viewers from around the world with its quirky mix of slow TV and ecological activism. Much of the time, the screen is just a murky green with the occasional bubbles, but sometimes fish swim past. As water warms up, more fish show up.
I can just see it, though, man. Hey, Skinny Mo, there's a fish at the door. Open it up, will you?
Hey, alert the dock worker. Open the gates.
And he's grumbling, going, fucking fish. God.
Fucking fish. Wait, we gotta wait for there's more of them.
I want that gig, man. I want to be the fish door guy.
You want to be working the fish locks? Hey, I'm gonna open the door for the fish. Next in your snooze, South Carolina apartment complex holds a vigil for Walter the alligator. Several dozen people gathered Sunday at an apartment complex along the South Carolina coast to remember the longtime resident who died the day before, an alligator named Walter, who sunned beside a pond on the property for more than a decade. Walter was killed on the property after several complainants, a bunch of little Karens, over the past week. Complainants over the last past week. Why'd they kill Walter? Neighbors in the apartment complex near Charleston said Walter had been hanging around the complex for more than a decade, not only earning the name, but a little fame. Vigil organizer Rebecca Cole told Tin TV that people with pets and children could walk right past Walter and not be bothered. Walter wouldn't try to eat him. He was a piece of the community, they said, even though he was a cold-blooded animal. I like how they remind you of that. We all loved him, and it tore us all apart, Cole said. In a February 2024 Facebook post, Danielle Island Village marketed warmer weather after winter chill with a photo of alligator hanging out by the pond. That was Walter. Alligators are threatened and federally protected species, but state law allows permits to be given to kill or remove them if they threaten people. So we'd like to say sorry to poor little Walter for being killed. Sorry, Walter. It's a rough world.
Yeah, I don't see why they had to whack him if he hadn't caused any problems. Right?
They're going to cause trouble and they taste delicious. They're delicious animals.
Well, in that case.
And this concludes your Tin TV pop-up version of your mostly true news report without a Jeff B song. Sorry, but that will be on Sundays or Tuesdays. Please subscribe.
There you go.
Oh, shit, I forgot the tie. Tonight's tie is this green... Hold on, let me get full screen. Hold on, give me a second. It's green. It's got sharks. It's got turtles. Got some sea lions, probably. Went with a green shirt. All right. Take it away, Tin.
Oh. Okay.
Take it away, Cola.
Cola, yeah.
Really. Back to
Take it
you,
away,
Chris.
Pootie.
Yeah. Okay.
And now for News Forge. No, wait, sorry. Damn it, where's Hickow? We need her. She's probably spinning a dreidel.
She probably asleep. She stormed all night where she's at. Like.
Oh, yeah, you're probably right.
Why is Pootie's name Jinx tonight?
Craig did that.
I didn't do that.
Okay, so I do have a little story here, and I'm not going to play it all, but you know that whole Justice John Roberts.
Yeah.
He bought his children. He bought those kids.
I know, but when you hear this story, you guys, you might have a little bit of a soft spot for him. A little bit.
Wait, what? Are you trying to get us a soft spot? Oh, damn it. Good thing she got kicked off before we got our soft spot.
Yeah. We don't want to hear anything good about that guy.
I will remove you from the show, Tin, if you try to bring a soft spot for that guy. Oh, wait.
Yep. You're out of here.
All right, we didn't mean to scare you away, Tim, but wait, what do you mean a soft spot?
Well, him and his wife were trying for a long time to have kids. And I don't know why they chose the adoption the way they did, because I was adopted here in America when I was 8 days old.
But you were the good way.
And he went out of the country, him and his wife.
Jeffrey Epstein.
And the story was there. The New York Times covered it up. But Obama was behind. Was behind most of it, you guys. So here's a little bit on that.
So Barack Obama instructed his weaponized intelligence community to hack into the phone and email of many people, but in particular, in this case, John Roberts. What they found when they hacked into his phone and his emails gave them leverage. It gave them leverage over John Roberts, and ultimately, this information is the reason why he changed his vote. John and his wife, Jane, had trouble conceiving children. They have tried and tried for years, and finally, after 4 or 5 years, as they were getting up in age and closer to their 40s, they wanted to have kids. So they decided to adopt. They ended up adopting 2 beautiful little infant babies from Ireland. And they were 4 months apart in age, a boy and a little girl. Here's where the story gets interesting. The Roberts decided to have a private adoption, which means that they were privileged and had special access through arranged people and arranged parties to gain access to children that normally you and I couldn't get access to. And they did this without the involvement or oversight of any official adoption agencies. Now, the country of Ireland, where the Roberts have family and close ties to, the children were born in Ireland. But Ireland does not allow private abortions or out-of-country adoptions through private means. Therefore, these adoptions might have been illegal in America. They certainly were not legal for Ireland's standards on adoption policies. Obama knew this. He knew this information, and so did the New York Times. As a matter of fact, the New York Times was ready to write a scathing article exposing this. But at the time, Barack Obama stopped them and the rest of the media from going and divulging all of this information. The reason? Because he wanted Roberts' vote on Obamacare.
So it was all over Obamacare. He wanted to pass that, you know, because remember the Clintons couldn't do it. And then what's Obamacare all about? Well, everybody's got to be covered, right? And if you're not covered, then you owe the government $600 at the end of the year. And you know how many people couldn't go out and afford their own personal plans? And even Obamacare wasn't that great. So anyhow, that's the whole thing with Justice Roberts. He got trapped. Him and his wife wanted to have a family. I understand that, but the way he went about it, yeah, go ahead.
I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Pickle.
You know, so nonchalantly they say that his phone was tapped and his email was tapped. Isn't that kind of like Watergate?
Okay, Pickles.
But they blackmailed
his name was Sweet Baby
him.
Pickles. Sorry.
They blackmailed him to force that Obamacare. So that Obamacare, did Trump throw it back out again? I hope he did.
Yeah, probably so. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, there's a time of the show where we'd like you to leave a viewer comment. Please leave us a comment that we can read later on another show. Also, we'd like to thank Rusty Pelican for the wonderful seafood platter that they sent over. Thank you, Rusty Pelican. It's got all the fixins. Got crab cakes, crawfish tails, shrimp.
I know, but the shrimp, Gulf shrimp.
Gulf shrimp. Not that bullshit Chinese shrimp. These are real shrimp for the Gulf. Catfish.
You suck.
Thank you all, Rusty
Now I
Pelican.
want it. Now I got to go to Applebee's.
They're a sponsor of the show.
What's it called, man? The
Rusty Pelican.
Oh.
Hey, Clay B, good to see you, by the way. Thank goodness you made it here.
Craig, did you see the thing today about the Scott Key Bridge?
Oh, wait, something? No. Tell me what happened, Pootie. I'm glad you brought that up. What is going on with that's the bridge that was taken down in Baltimore? Am I correct?
Yeah. They called out a bunch of states that's not taking care of their bridges and stuff, and Louisiana was one of them.
Yeah, Pootie, we don't take care of our bridges. It's really a danger. It's really.
And I bet you've got hundreds of more bridges than we have here. You know, down there.
Way more, because there's bayous, there's rivers, there's everything. We got Lake Pontchartrain. That bridge is 30 miles, 20. What is Lake Pontchartrain, baby? 25? 24 miles long.
Yeah, I've been across.
Yeah, it's a big damn lake.
All the Chinese show up and take picture. They come and take picture. They're very envious of our big bridge.
Oh, Lake Pontchartrain.
But what if they're trying to erase history again because they want to get rid of that guy's name? Because wasn't he the one that wrote the Star Spangled Banner or something?
Yeah,
like
Francis
Scott Key.
Yeah, so wouldn't that be ironic if the old Hoover went, because
Oh, they have wanted to change that name.
A files. Hoover was, I think Hoover was behind some of that too, and
Oh,
Jack
shit.
Doe. Oh yeah.
Jeff B said we had the Amber Alert. AB has been missing. Is AB missing?
You know that Hoover used to dress up like a lady in private?
Yeah,
Hoover was a transsexual. You're right. Correct.
Yeah.
And he kept files
transsexual
on everybody. So let's think about this. The beginnings of the FBI is set in conspiracy because he kept files on everyone to use against them.
Elvis, everybody.
Everybody. So Jeff knows.
Jeff knows. Jeff's got a real hard on for AB tonight. AB,
I don't know
you need to come and defend your honor, sir.
AB wasn't even here. Sorry, he's out hauling chickens, maybe molesting them. We don't know. Jerry, good to see you.
I really think they're just trying to erase history, and they're trying to bring the 70s back. I don't know. Look at all the styles. Too many things. It's almost like they can't loop back too far, but they'll go that, maybe back to the.
I'm waiting for Kulak to come back in style.
What about all the JFK stuff? A lot of JFK dropped. Definitely CIA involved.
Well,
Can we say that, Tim?
Know everything, yeah. But we're not going to know everything for days. There's 80,000 pages, and there is redactions.
Yep.
So
Lyndon B. Johnson seems to be very involved.
Oh
yeah,
very.
He was macking up old Jackie there too.
Gosh, what a dirtbag, huh? What a dirtbag.
You know, I thought that even when I was a little kid that LBJ was a dirtbag, man. I mean,
total dirtbag. And now it makes all of the sense why she went with Onassis. She was looking for somebody powerful to protect her from the monsters that took her husband.
Yeah.
Well, this came out.
Hello?
Hello?
Jackie.
The president?
I love you.
Aren't you sweet?
Oh, boy.
You just skipped away from this town. I ought to have had you arrested.
But I was so mad at myself.
Yeah, well, you ought to be mad. You almost made me mad at you leaving without coming by and hugging me and telling me goodbye.
Yeah, but did you get my note?
Yes, I did. Then I
that's so stupid.
Well, I miss you, and I'm thinking of you, and I know your Christmas won't be what it ought to be, but I wish that I could make it happier. When I got ready to go to home for my Christmas, the Congress just said they'd spank me and hit me right in the face and wouldn't let me go, and that's what I want to do you next time if you don't tell me goodbye.
Oh, listen, as soon as you get back, I'll come and get a vitamin B shot from Dr. Trudell.
Won't you do that? Won't you do that?
Oh, God.
Now, did you hear what she said? A vitamin B shot. And we covered that the other night. That's what that one doctor was juicing up everybody back then. Even Picasso is getting the jab. And it was all under the vice of a B12 or B shot. Yeah.
That was so cringe. That snake in the grass, huh?
Mm-hmm. And maybe Jackie was the one that actually pulled the trigger in the car.
Wait, Sister G just threw a wrench. Wait, hold on. Sister G just threw a wrench in the work. There was rumor that Jackie had a schmeckle.
Oh.
The royal
You know what,
schmeckle.
Tim? I see Dylan Mulvaney sometimes. When I look at her, I see Dylan Mulvaney. Very possible.
Ooh, you ruined it for life for me.
Let me bring Jackie's face back up.
Bring Jackie up, and then let's look at Dylan reaching for the skull as it went off the back.
Well, does have a very strong jawline for a female, but I wouldn't have, wow.
God, she looks just like Dylan. I'm ready to buy some Budweiser right now.
Craig, I got a real question, because I don't know the answer. What was the deal with her crawling on the trunk after that chunk of head You know, I mean,
dude.
I mean, was she just trying to get out of the car? Was she trying to grab his head? I mean, does anybody
you're
know?
trying to put this shit back together. Your husband's head's come apart. You
like
put it
Humpty
back together.
Dumpty.
It was a bullet casing she was probably chasing after.
Like a forehead there too, I do believe.
Had to use a small something, you know, like I don't know, the whole view of that whole situation in the car, and then they show where it was just a driver, and then now years later there were two other people in another row in front of them, and then it's like what our generation has seen the weird shit, you guys. They've been trying to do stuff because they're switching things. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? Where they
we've been pilled. Yeah, we've totally. But now we're seeing it. But I feel, you know what I really feel for the young generation? First of all, they come up, you got 9/11. Then you got all this other crap. I mean, we've just put our kids through a bunch of shit in the last 25 years.
Along with consumerism shoved down our throat that if you don't have your kids go to school with decent kicks on, you're a piece of shit parent.
Wait, but if 9/11 wasn't enough, let's come in with the 19. You remember the 1920 where we were all shut down and then we all met each other on here because we knew that bullshit was occurring and we had to tell somebody?
Yep.
And we laughed about all the people that walked around with the diapers on their faces.
Diapers on their face, and they were getting multiple things put in them to protect them.
And we were trying to tell them that this was all a drill, and they were all they were doing was helping the AI to identify you without your face. All they got to do now is watch you walk. Everybody has a certain walk in their gait. And the AI can pick you up now. So it's going to make it harder and harder for people to, you know.
You should see Jeff B. walk. He's got, talk about a gait. He's got like a strut when he walks. AI picks him up every time.
Well, I know you're right. When I was in the airport, you know, a while back, that they had that kind of thing where they were tracking people through the, you know.
Your eyes. China's been using eyes forever.
So if they covered our faces up and let the AI learn from these other traits, you know, then they can identify us even if we covered our face, even if we put one of those rubber masks on like they got on Joe Biden. Oops, did I say that?
Right. And you're right.
Cole,
AI's
wake
always
up.
At work.
I'm here.
Always at work though. Tin, what did they sent us something from YouTube, sent us that AI will be looking at your videos and studying. They're going to be studying our videos to see how we act. We are unknowingly teaching AI.
Boy, it's going to be messed up.
You know what? That's why I'm so glad I wore wigs and did all kind of crazy shit. I'm going to fuck the AI all up. They're not going to know what to do. They won't know.
It's going to be saying stuff like, that's what she said, and all kinds of
what she said.
But you know what, man? I heard a thing, it was about 10, 15 years ago that made a lot of sense. There was a guy, a very smart guy, I can't remember who it was, but he was saying that AI will never happen. And he had a good point, although he's definitely wrong now, but this kind of blows my mind. He said, take a simple sentence like, let me make something up. Mary brought a gift to Billy. All right, it's just something that easy. Well, you have to assume that Mary is probably a female. Billy is probably a male. Bring a gift. It's probably a birthday. You know, all these other little things that come right into your head that you assume that you know, as being a human. Just that little text right there, you have to really look into it, And he was saying, there's no way a machine would ever be able to do that, but it is.
I'm just
Mary
worried.
could have a penis. You don't know.
Right. You might have a schmeckle hanging down there.
Well, once it starts learning humor, that's when I think we're going to be in trouble.
Ooh.
Oh, I hope AI just only does exclusively black jokes.
Oh, okay.
It'll really get taken down for sure.
AI gets canceled.
You can't do it. Or then do Jewish jokes. Do Jewish and black jokes. Oh, done. You're done for.
Hey, Tim, there's probably what's wrong with your Alexa. Look at Be Crazy comment.
Is that B calves?
Yeah, because
I like how you said crazy though.
You did.
Okay.
Mine goes binoom. It makes a weird
Yeah.
Yeah.
Won't even tell you what a homosilica means.
Yeah.
Oh, homosilica.
You tried it, haven't you, Pootie?
What's homosilica mean?
Hey, Alexa, what's that homo?
Why you always lying? Why you always lying? Hubbly bubbly homosilica stop lying.
Why lying? Need some weed. Need flip the script. That dog 25, I definitely get me a coke.
Just what is homosilica, Pootie?
I have no idea.
You know what? I think it
might
comes
be a lubricant.
No, it comes from wheels, grinder wheels. They have homosilica sand.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think he's being serious.
Well, they do have silica sand, but I don't know about the homo.
Well, it depends on who's operating the wheel. Could be freaking Raul the gardener or something. You know, you
Jeff
never
B,
know.
it's definitely homosilica, or his Eduardo, his lover.
Did ask Alexa, and Alexa said he don't speak homosexual.
Yeah, that's right. But we do love all of our homosexual watchers. We don't want to.
Right.
You know,
We don't
y'all can
discriminate
joke around
here.
too. We like to joke with everybody.
That
So no
thing
matter.
off Florida, somebody just caught something. Just got posted.
Oh, wow.
It's down by Florida.
Planes don't fly that close. Oh my God. What is
I mean, could it be a flare? I don't know. It's bright as shit.
And it ain't moving.
Oh, it's flying around it. It's flying around it. Oh, it's so many of them. Okay, hold on.
I love when country people see shit that they.
I know. I want to hear Pootie narrate it.
No.
It looks like you're on a cruise ship. No, they're not on a cruise ship.
But there's a homosilica coming right at us.
There's damn homosilica up there.
Going on.
That's weird.
They circling.
Stay in the same altitude. Looks
They're
like.
circling.
It is not a sun. It's 10 o'clock at night. I seen it come out of the ocean, y'all. There are fucking.
See, they go all over, Tim. Water's above, water's below.
Around it, they're circling it. There's one above it. There's one on each side of it. There's one right there. There's one right there. Y'all can't.
It doesn't really look all that far away.
Do you see them? Okay, they're going towards that.
But they're not moving. Like they're staying the same height.
Out of the fucking sea. We see the.
I don't know what that was, but yeah, that just got posted, and that went along.
There's some serious shit going down off.
Along with
there's some serious.
They tagged that with it as a duet. So somebody,
That's a think.
filmed that, and then they tagged their just done video to this guy's video as a duet on. It's called a duet on TikTok. So people add. So you'll clip it. You'll have an original, and then they'll add another, and they'll add another, and add another.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
So it grows.
It's called duetting. So these people just duetted to this guy, basically. Hey, because he goes, hey, let me know. Remember at the end.
Yeah.
No, and so she
Planes don't fly that close.
And then duetted it.
This shit going down off the coast of Florida right now.
That's why I watch TikTok, you guys, because it's kind of interesting how they somebody will build on the story. An original video will come out, and then somebody will add their little clip it as a duet, and then somebody else will add to it. And eventually it becomes it's the way the kids are laying out the short stories now.
It grows like a snowball.
As populated as the that coast is, you know, that thing could have been seen for, I mean, miles and miles and miles. So, you know, and everybody's got a cell phone. So, you know, there's going to be more and more of that same one.
Millions.
From different angles, you know, that'd be cool.
I'm looking.
Yorga, we should go to Florida right now and get a
I know.
condo.
I'll bring my microphone.
Dude, let's just go hang out on the beach.
So
we can
if
do
it
that
doesn't
too.
add
They
to
got
that
tiki
10,
bars.
Cola's
will it
trying
notify you? If like a third one comes, does it notify you that there's a third one now, or do you have to go back and check? I don't have a TikTok.
Oh, yeah. If it adds videos to that one video, do you get notification that there's add-ons?
If you're following the original poster, which that dude, I follow him on TikTok, and then somebody took the duet and they brought it over here, so it's on TikTok, but it's starting to go viral because it jumps from TikTok to X. Well, TikTok, Instagram, right? And then jumps to X, and then we get all the old shit, guys, on YouTube. Pretty much. Because the kids are on this stuff. People are always putting things on TikTok first or Instagram.
Stay awake, children. Stay awake. We're getting a little cloudy in our old age, and we need y'all to save us.
And don't worry, I'll follow TikTok for you and explain it as we.
Yeah, because I don't want to go there, Tin. I'm worried about Chinese spies.
Oh my God, the people are ruthless over on TikTok. Those kids, you best be careful what you say. They will rip your. Ooh, they go deep, and then not only that, we got some of the just most panhandling, begging, just scamming people of the world of America. It just looks so bad, America. We got to get these scammers off TikTok. But oh no, they're coming over to YouTube.
Well, there's always those.
Yeah, so stay away from those. If they pop up out of nowhere and they're like, "Oh, I've been on TikTok," yeah, because you got banned. You got banned, and the TikTokers don't want you. That doesn't mean us old people want you either.
Oh, speaking of scams, by the way, hit up AB's TikTok. I mean, his Cash App. Hit up his Cash App.
He's got chicken merch, and he's got this little. It looks like a chicken nugget, and it goes on the fob of your keychain. Yeah, it makes your keychain look like a chicken nugget, a rubber one, but don't eat it.
Don't eat it.
All right.
What else? Is that it?
That's
Are
it.
we done here?
I don't got anything more.
I had nothing.
Nothing.
All right.
Pootie
No, he's going to get pissed off at me. He's going to say, no. Overexposed. But
Pootie, what do you
I need
got?
it right now. Yorga, I need it. I need it.
I don't care, but yeah,
All right, I need it. I need it. Fuck it, I need it.
I do